Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Sunday night's edition of TMA Live. Your host, Moobsy, is in the building, and I'm joined by two guests on the sofa this week. We have the man, the myth, the legend that simply doesn't know how to defend the free kick. The young man himself, Mr. Daniel Dean, is in the building, and the man that is the man, it is Mr. Paul Pidge Atkins, the only one that's got more hair than me at the moment, and if he gets any more, I will be nicking it off him. A very good evening to you both, gentlemen. As always, guys, questions, opinions, comments, we want to hear them all. So please get them into us. We will be looking at them throughout this podcast show. I like that bit there, actually. It's a show. It's very show. Right. I think we better start with yesterday's game, I think. 1-1. Rightfully, deservedly took the lead. And then, I don't know, do we call it sloppy defending or...
Yeah. What did you see from the island? I mean, both of us went, but what did you see from the island?
Yeah, it looked sloppy. I don't think it was a penalty, the first one, to be honest with you. It could have been given, but to be fair to the defender, he's just protecting the ball, and Richarlison sort of run into him, I think, to be honest with you. It looked like we played all right, to be honest with you. It was like you and me said, we'd have took a point before the game. You come away disappointed from it, which is a good positive, isn't it? Coming away from a team, don't forget they beat Real Madrid in the Champions League a little while ago, so that sums it up for us. And on another day, we would have won. Decore hitting the post, Cabs getting another goal. I thought we played all right. What I saw on highlights.
Yeah, well, you could say it was another thing where you could say possibly 50-50. Richarlison had control of the ball and he blocked him because he was the one who flicked it over him and ran onto it, and he blocked him and hit him like that.
In all honesty, I think it'd be
but he didn't block him because Richarlison had the ball.
Yeah,
Richarlison was the one who tried to flick it over him.
I think Alan Shearer summed it up perfectly on Match of the Day when he said, "Why the hell did he need to do it when Dembele was 5 yards to his right and he was going to get over and get him?" He said there was no need for it.
We've seen softer penalties given than that.
Yeah.
And that he body checked him in the box.
Yeah, I'm not saying it isn't a penalty because we have seen weaker ones, but I think it'd have been a surprise if he given back.
What I say it'd be a little harsh. It wouldn't be harsh.
We'd take it, of course.
It's about 70. I'll probably put 75-25 for that. Because he had the control of the ball. If he had the other, it's like I say, Dembele was near him. It's like Cabasele.
I actually talked about the wrong bit there.
Was Ziegler? Was thinking so. Ziegler. Was it Ziegler or Cabasele who made that challenge in the halfway on the halfway line? I said, "Why are you making a challenge on that part of the pitch? Just stand on your feet."
I think it was Ziegler because he got hauled up for it. I think he was the one that was given a slap on the wrist.
I thought first half. I mean, I know you'll have a slight different opinion, but first half, they were on top. I agree with Poch on that one. They were on top in the first half. First half, we had our chances. I think we had better chances. They caught us on the break more because Trippier was the only one who was causing us any problems.
Yeah.
Ali and Kane were useless, but a lot of it, and I'd give credit to the three at the back because I like a back four, but I'd give credit to the three at the back. They kept him quiet and they put some hard challenges at the start because people were moaning, "Oh, well, Kane got a lot of hard challenges against him." Well, this is football, and none of them were fouls. To be fair, they're actually hard challenges. And Prolil and Cabs and Maps did a good job. Did a decent job. Apart from the goal, they did a decent job.
Yeah,
and they won a lot of headers as well, which I thought set pieces. We didn't look as dodgy as we have been throughout the game. Second half, totally different. We were all over them. It did help with obviously sending off was a massive game changer. That was like we said with the WD18 boys. That was the game changer. We obviously was the game changer. But you think a side that quality beat Real Madrid would have regrouped, and it always goes one way. You either all over the team that's 10 men down, or they regroup and they're even better than you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We were all over them, and just unfortunate. Like I said, with the tinge of disappointment because the fact that we were all over them for most of that second half, and we could have stole it at the end. And we should have definitely stolen it because if that was 75-25, that was 100% stone wall.
I agree with that.
You play basketball with a big ball. I mean, the thing is, me and you said, okay, we were separated on the rookery, but that was that one where Atkinson gave a corner to us. And I was going, how the hell did we get a corner? I wasn't complaining, but how the hell did we get that
Was
corner?
that when Pereira
kicked it off.
Yeah, I think Pereira basically turned around and said to the lino, I've kicked it, you think it's come off me.
I saw him gesturing.
And he's saying, I flipped back off him at the last second. Yeah. So he convinced the lino to change his decision.
I'll tell you what, people disappointed. Me and a few others disappointed we only got a draw against Tottenham. And the way that Bob said he was happy that his team got a draw just proves how far we came from last year's shambles at home when we lost 4-1. But we did see a much better side last year.
Yes, we did. We saw last season we saw a Spurs team on fire and absolutely going for it. And this year they, everyone's right. They are at 6s and 7s, but they are seriously missing their star players. For me, yesterday, draw. It was a bit disappointing because after they went down to 10 men, we should have just gone. We should have just torn to shreds. But for some reason, we just couldn't get that ball over the line. Decore shot summed it up, cannon in the post the way it did. I was celebrating. I was starting to celebrate, and then saw it.
Oh really?
Fell back out, and I could not believe my eyes.
I thought that was in. I honestly thought that was in.
Yeah, and like I say, the handball right at the end when Atkinson bottled it. Well, I'm sorry, Martin Atkinson. FA, if someone from the FA is watching this, can you please demote Martin Atkinson, because I think Mark Hughes is going to be having another word with you otherwise.
Did Mark Hughes say about he shouldn't be reffing?
Yeah, it was. He said
it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Hughes because he came straight out after the Stoke game and said he's got to be stripped of this weekend's games.
He's shocking there.
I'm sorry, but
Hughes with that. I never agree with Hughes with anything, but he was spot on.
Oh, when I saw it was unbelievable. How he can't see it. You could tell by Dar's reaction as well. He was like, oh, God, I've got away with that.
The thing is, I always say to you guys, I never blame the ref for us losing, winning or drawing. Not winning, but any type of result. I do not blame the ref. This one, I blame the ref for that incident, because that would have won us the game.
It would have done it. It definitely would have won us the game. Yeah. Just a few comments have come in already, guys. Remember, keep them coming in throughout the show. Seren, Lord Seren says hair is overrated. Laugh out loud.
It is.
Sue wants to know, when is Deano going to defend the wall? We do not know the answer to that one yet, Sue, but when we have it, we will let you know.
It's a very good question, Sue.
Evening to James up in Hampshire. Good evening, sir. Evening to Paul, Darren and Mark as well, Ron. Justin, Irish Hornets are in the building. Very good evening. Whereabouts in Ireland are you, sir? We'd love to know. Let us know. Yes, James, I think we're all in agreement that the ref bottled it.
Yes.
But apart from that,
how did Prodigal play in that game? He looked better than you.
He looked better. He still looks a bit unfit.
That game did help him on Tuesday.
Yeah, the Tuesday game helped him.
Yeah.
But I think he needs to take some of the blame for the equaliser, because you could see, I think he was one of the ones trying to play the offside.
Yeah.
Or he didn't listen to the offside.
There's some communication breakdown, wasn't there? And we said that when I said first. I mean, this is the clean version. I said, who the hell was marking Son? And then the guy beside me said, rather top bloke. He sits with Jamie. So Jamie, thank you very much for letting me have your ticket. Obviously, I still had to pay 25 for it, but thank you very much. But still, pretty much, cheers, mate. With a little help from Dino, cheers, mate. Thank you very much. But the guy said beside me, he says, well, hang on a moment, just like you said, who was communicating to push that, push the for 3 forward, because it allowed Trippier. It was a great delivery of the ball. I've always rated Trippier. I've always thought he was better than Carl.
It was a great way to get Ericsson in to ping it back across.
And Ericsson, he put it in.
Because I was adamant Ericsson was offside, and I still think he is now. But looking back at it, I think
I didn't notice that bit, and then I saw the replay, and I went,
Was Ericsson the one who put it across?
Yeah, Ericsson was the one that squared it for Son.
But it's Ziegler, isn't it? You don't give a man that quality.
We were having the problem. We didn't want to knock Ziegler, but there was a couple of times that was one case in point where it was either Trippier he had most joy with, because he had his number most of the time. There was a few times where he did put a couple of tasty balls in, which caused us problems. But the only one that really did cause us thing, apart from that Kane one when Kane missed it, which is good hassling by, was it Cabs who hassled him and Kane missed it? was that one that Ericsson put in. And we were going, Ziegler, you've got to be careful. You're getting caught too many times. Trippier is having so much space on that right-hand side. But, probably Ziegler had his number for most of the game. It was just crucial areas. Like, he's going to put a ball in, Ziegler. Just be careful. If you can, just stop the ball.
Yeah, I think I agree with James. Still, how good are we that we're only 1 point?
I agree, James.
Totally agree. I'll tell you what, though, here's one for you guys to debate. Should have Tom Cleverley seen a second yellow card for that challenge late on? Because all of us in my bit that I sitting in the rookery, all of us were cacking ourselves because we were like, "You stupid boy." But Atkinson, I think, just went, "Look, we're right." I think it was basically, "Look, we're near the end of the game. I'm not going to bother." I think he just said to him, "You do it again,
no choice.
You're going to go."
Yeah.
Because I think even the Spurs fans were screaming for him to be sent off.
I just went,
it was,
oh God, this is gonna be 50-50. This one,
it was a 50-50 one, and he got off of it, and I can understand why he took Cavaselli off because he was going to get sent off.
Yeah,
you could see it was coming, but
As for the red card, I think it was definite. I don't see any.
It was.
They say I think it was righty or something because Shearer didn't think it was a penalty, and he goes, "You can't run with your hands up." He goes, "Yeah, but you don't have them up that high."
Exactly, and that's what Shearer said.
Chest, but not in the face.
He says, he goes, "Why is his arm that high?
Yeah, that's right.
It shouldn't be anywhere near that high."
You have a chest for a shoulder barge or something.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, when I realised I was talking about completely the wrong incident, that Alan Shearer quite rightly pointed out that Dembele was 5 yards to his right, and all he had to do was let him go because Dembele was going to come across and get him. So it would have kept 11 men on the pitch. Michael with a great comment here. Hearing about, you hear an old person called Rodney Marsh saying Watford have found out how to stop Harry Kane, kick him off the park.
None of them. There was only one I would say was a foul. The rest were just honest challenges.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, for a guy as big as Kane is, he did not fall down quick.
He did.
And him, Son and Ali just keep going down.
Son should have been in the book for
simulation.
For simulation, that was a disgrace.
How the hell did he not get in the book? At least one of them should have got.
Yeah,
at least
I
one.
think this highlights the problem again with the referee. He spots one thing, doesn't do anything. Someone else does another, gets penalised for it. Because I think Mariappa, when he got his yellow card, turned around and said, "It's my first offence." He went, "Tough luck, yellow card." It's like, well, hang on a minute.
Justin's put Limerick City. That's that island.
Yes, brilliant. Right, so we've got the guys from Limerick in tonight. Fantastic.
Why don't no one ever pick up Song? He's cool. He's a good little player. No one ever thinks it's all Kane, Ali, Ericsson.
I think the way Spurs started was they were blatantly playing their usual formation.
Yeah.
But then Poch realised that he wasn't getting much service. So Poch decided, you know what? I'm going to push him in field.
Yeah.
Then when he pushes him in field, all of a sudden Mariappa's going, "Well, you still marking him or am I marking him?" And then I think that's where the confusion set in. Yeah. And he's gone, right, I've got the run, through the middle, bang, slotting into an empty net.
I thought it was Christmas when they substituted Ericsson. So I thought, blimey, it proves how well we've been shackling him because they had to take him off. Like I say, apart from that one he fizzed in, and I think the Son, he didn't really do anything else. I think
the other thing is they have got a Champions League game this week, so I think he decided, you know what, I'm going to save your legs.
We're not going to get a win here. Hopefully nick a draw.
Yeah, but I think it was more Poch being tactical there than us saying. Even though we did do some,
they needed to win this game. They did more than us.
Exactly.
David, don't worry, mate. It said you were at the bar. You was going to say hello to me Saturday. He was at the bar. Didn't want to stop you getting the beers in, mate. You're more than welcome to help me get the beers in, mate. So, please, mate, just say hello, and next time say hello, mate. If I see you, I'll do likewise.
And next time he's at the bar, make sure he's got me one as well, because otherwise there's trouble.
Not the red line, $5.50 a Guinness.
No, red line, no.
Yeah, can I just say, Roy, it was lovely putting a name to the, was it a face to the name, and meeting you in the bunker, and that as well, mate. Meeting Jono, that was brilliant.
yeah. This man met Richard Johnson yesterday before the game in the 1881 bunker. I am very jealous.
Ever players,
very jealous.
apart from Ramage.
Oh!
How long for a show without mentioning it? So
14 minutes it took him.
Yeah. It's only one show, but it's not going to happen.
It took Ramage short to score a free kick against Stoke.
So
you look at the highlights, son. You look at the highlights. That's what I could say. 20 years ago, mate.
Lord help us, please.
Yeah, Lord Surin, help us.
Lord Surin, please help us. Mark, completely agree with Mark. Another great team effort second half. I thought it was a good team effort second half. They did look more up for it in the second.
I
think Silver might have had a few.
Was so against United. It looked so much better in both second halves.
Yeah. I don't think Silver would have said too much at half time, but I think he just would have said, "Look, come on, we sniff an opportunity. We've got to take it."
Yeah.
And I've got to be honest. I thought some of the. I actually thought some of the crosses going in yesterday were actually pretty decent. Apart from someone called Andre Carrillo who can't work out where the touchline is and where the edge of the 18-yard box is.
It's like that again, was it?
He's obviously been watching Northern Boots.
I think he has. He's been watching something because some of those crosses were so deep. I mean, Ziegler was sprinting to try and stop the ball going out of play.
God, how quick is Gray? Someone put a ball in, and he didn't look like getting it, and he's kept it in. Unbelievable. That's what won the corner, That's what won the corner. He's kept it in, run down the line.
I think Aidan said about Gray that that game, the United game didn't suit him. The bigger teams, Deany suits.
Yeah.
The smaller
clubs.
Gray can nice.
And I'll tell you what, it was actually nice. I'll tell you what, guys, I'd love to hear your comments on this one. Gray and Deany had another pairing up front, and it was so close to paying off.
Really?
It was one. Deany had the ball. He looked up, spun it, and I think it was Jan Vertonghen who just dived in front. To stop it because Andre Gray looked back at him and was like, "That's it," and they both looked at each other like.
Yeah,
we know. I know. So, it proves they can play together. So, Silva, will you actually do it in one game? And I think the one to do it
this one coming out
would be next.
Burnley.
At Burnley. Unleash him because he's going to go. He'll want to play. He'll want to score.
Of course he will. Yeah, of course he does.
Going back to his old club.
Yeah,
he'll be up for that. Anyone's going to be up for that. It'd be great.
Alan Gray. Oh, Stuart Gray's bloody useless. Okay, assist, not a proven goal scorer. If we got one yesterday, it might have been a different story.
But it's his opinion.
Exactly, Stuart. Your opinion, mate.
You're right there.
Yeah. He will. He will. He will. I keep saying it.
I just think he's unlucky. That's all.
Yeah.
I think Aidan, like I said to you, Aidan came up with the point of they suit different games. And we said that throughout the season.
We have.
Gray's game yesterday, it may suit him slightly better yesterday than he did against United. And I certainly will suit him against the Huddersfields and the Burnleys.
Yeah,
yes, exactly. And we've got Huddersfield on the horizon. We've got Brighton on the horizon.
Palace.
All
Palace.
Palace, yes.
Palace.
Winnable.
Hang on.
They're definitely winnable.
All of what we got in the next 7.
The possible 12-pointers there.
Yeah.
It's a 12-pointer.
Yes. I agree with what Surin's saying as well. We want to see Rich Arlison have a free roll and try going through the middle. But then
would he get as much as the ball though?
I don't know, but
he's the one that
when you say a free roll, we can switch both ways.
Yeah.
So a free roll is not designated to one area.
No.
I'll tell you what, the bloody well to keep that ball in the first half.
That was unreal.
I thought that's going off. Don't worry, it's only Richarlison. He'll get it. This bloke to the side of me, I said, mate, it's Richarlison. He'll get it. And I was just joking. He got it. I was just unbelievable.
I think that even caught. Was it Trippier or Sanchez out?
I said that's what won the corner that we scored from, keeping that in.
Yeah, they were just like, hang on a minute, no, we've got this covered. No, hang on a minute, bang. No, it was Sanchez, that was it.
It was literally dirty Sanchez as well.
But overall though, I'm happy with it. We didn't lose.
I'm happy but disappointed.
Yeah, I think that's the way we've got to go with it.
Adrian's just how did Richarlison keep the ball in?
With a lot of skill.
How does he keep those balls in beyond me? Yes, well, he is Brazilian, so I think that might have something to do with it.
I get a few more of them.
Yeah. Unless you're Paulinho, you're actually quite good. You're Brazilian, you're actually quite good at football.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was going to say,
That's
yes,
one of life's
completely
mysteries,
agree.
isn't it?
Yeah.
How did he sign for Barca? That's one of life's
Yeah.
mysteries.
Well, you know why? You know why he signed for him?
Go on.
It's because Barcelona were getting fed up with Liverpool's stance on Coutinho.
So they just got another Brazilian. They said, this was
So they just went. Well, I'll tell you what. Then let's go and buy in and see what happens.
Because they obviously said, the owner said, go and buy him a Brazilian. And
Yeah.
they said, went, okay, Coutinho, 160, okay. Oh, Polino, 25 million.
Yeah.
So, and then we got
I
another
think it
million
was.
to throw out.
Yeah. So I think that's how it all panned out, because they were getting fed up with Liverpool's stance over the whole thing. And they just went, you know what, we're just going to sign someone else, and if we get him as well it's a bonus. So lo and behold, bang, they went and done it, and what's he done? He scored, what, 7-8 goals, I think?
Well, the
Was he really?
honey
Yeah,
monster
he's
was
been-
happy, wasn't he? But that he kept hold of Coutinho. The
Oh,
honey
he was,
monster,
yes,
yeah.
he was indeed. Yeah, no, but Paulinho's
Really?
banged in quite a few. It's,
He did only do 6 keepy ups on his
Yeah,
That's all they have.
So that wasn't a great start.
nah,
Oh,
I mean, that's what everyone thought, and then he just sprung to life and won the game.
Played
But,
Deeney and Gray against Burnley in place of Carrillo and Pereira.
yes.
The only criticism I have of Pereira was he was giving the ball away in sloppy areas. He was good 1-2s, good breakups and everything, but it was just his silly little
which
bits
you
of play,
can't do.
which almost cost us. It was the ones, if you give the ball away up there.
Yeah,
Don't give
under
the
their
ball away
guard.
like halfway down our way.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing, but apart from that, he put in a shift.
Yeah.
I agree with Pereira, did try and put in a shift.
Mm.
So kind of
Yeah.
slightly
Certainly
vindicated,
did.
because none of it really came from a goal.
No.
So it was like, okay, fair enough. But
It will.
one
get
game
caught in the
of
end,
will.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Any
Alan, not Alan, sorry, Ray with a great point. It disappointed with the referee RE penalty decisions. I think the ref wore blindfold, but he certainly wore something that made him not see.
You should have brought the step ladder at least, right?
Yeah, yeah. If anyone knows what that step ladder is, please let us
the
know.
one that put the blind man up earlier, you liked it.
Oh, that was
Ray-
Watford Steve.
That was Watford Steve.
Yeah.
By the way, good evening, Watford Steve, because he's actually tuned in tonight. So very good evening, sir.
That was funny. That was.
But yeah, Seren, the best ref I've seen was at Newcastle. Yeah, he was actually pretty darn good last week up there. Glad we didn't have Newcastle away this week after the chaos on the trains this weekend. Don't think many
Wouldn't have
people.
bothered me. Yeah.
No, I don't think. Well, I don't think I'd have been getting there.
No, slight discrepancy, in getting there, isn't there? So
Yes, exactly. Yes.
yeah.
So I think yes. But actually, I better put this one out because I just realised I'm going to be getting onto it soon
Go on.
for the Legends 11.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, Legends 11 tonight, but the worst Legends 11. We are looking for your right midfielders. Right? Okay, so right mid in the worst 11. How the hell are we going to decide this
Tell
one?
them that so far we've got is it? Who's it got? Not sure. No, we've got.
I thought you'd have written it down.
I've got it on my screen thing. I'll put it up there. Well, the right back, we've got right back's Blonder.
Yeah.
Left back is Drysdale, which I'm sorry, Jason, because that's the only one I can think of.
Oh, well, as I said, one centre back's Ramon Vega.
And the other one's Pierre Issa.
Yeah, that's it.
Plumley, Eddie Plumley.
Oh,
No,
Plumley.
Plumley's the goalkeeper,
Yeah.
so we need
Yeah.
the right midfielder.
Right
Roman Vega.
Just Ramon Vega.
Race has said the ladders at mine, it needs picking up.
Oh, thank God for that. That's it. I can.
We'll send Dino round during the week, mate, to pick it up for you. Just let us know convenient time. Alan's chipped in straight away, Nordin Vuta. Oh, hang on.
Rod Thomas.
Rod Thomas. Søren's going to get you going here in a minute. If you look at his comment, you're going to not mind.
Yes,
everyone
Ramage. We've got right midfield anyway.
Yeah.
Centre-mid.
Oh.
We ain't got a centre-mid yet, young man.
Hang on a minute. I thought the right mid. Don Cowie.
Was he centre?
No, he was right mid.
Oh, he wasn't FIFA anyway.
Changed it.
Who changed it?
I was going to go FIFA thing. Oh God, who else? I will Rob Thomas, just for the fact he was disappointed. He didn't fulfil the potential. He was supposed to be the new Barnes. No one's going to be Barnes, but
Yeah.
you know, he was supposed to be this great hope that we had, and it just never came about with him. Who else did we have?
Yeah, God.
Right midfield that could honestly be
Bad.
bad. Yeah, who's bad?
I think could have put Paul Devlin in.
Devlin?
Nah.
He won't have had
Devlin at us though, he wasn't too bad.
No.
It's like putting Stuart Slater on there because Slater out of Watford was brilliant. I thought we got Mark Platts or Mark Platts or whatever at one stage, and we couldn't afford him. That's how bad it was under Jacket years ago. We just couldn't even afford him. We had Liam Lawrence we almost signed. 25,000 we had a first refusal, we couldn't afford that. And it was like, really? And he scored like 30 goals from midfield and for Mansfield that game. It was like, bloody hell, really?
Ray, I was going to say, Ray's just come up with Ian Morgan. Stuart Higgins has put Summo. Who's that? Summo?
Cool.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Nice
Jeff
Christmas
says,
tree.
Yeah, Jeff says nice Christmas tree. Yeah, yeah, it's not too bad,
It's
is it?
beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Though,
Yeah, it
isn't
is actually beginning to look a lot like Christmas. My one still ain't gone up yet.
Mickey Quinn, but yeah, he was more up front. Mickey Quinn was. That was definitely one of them. That's definitely going to be one of my selections for a forward. Morley's definitely one of them.
Thomas Priskin, I think, is going in.
No, mate, honestly, you've not witnessed crap until you've met Trevor Putney or Jamie Morley. For the fee, pure fee alone, Morley was or Steve Butler. We hate you, Butler.
Yeah, I hate you, Butler. Yeah,
not as much as Morley, but there you go. Mickey Useless Quid. Yeah, Northern Footers winning the vote, I think.
I think he is. It's a bit worrying.
For the money, he's really disappointing.
Yeah, I know.
Mark's just chipped in with Rod Thomas.
Yeah, that's level now with Rod Thomas.
Right,
Rod Thomas.
Right, remember, guys, if it is stuck at a tie at the end, we will go onto a poll that will go on the page, and you'll have until the next podcast to vote. So hopefully everyone can chip in with that one. Watford Woody, hi all, what have I missed? Watford Woody, you have missed so much. Where have you been? Where have you been, son? Come on, where have you been?
How dare you?
Blimey. Damn you. Damn you. You missed a fair bit, mate, but watch it back later on, Tom.
On YouTube, like and subscribe, Mick.
Yeah, like and subscribe. So, right, moving on. I think it's safe to say, as it was posted on many of the forums today, a year ago today, we were up at West Brom away. And tragically, the sad news was that was coming out after that game was the one and only Mr. Raymondo, i.e. Ray Batchelor, sadly had passed away during or just before the game after suffering, I think it was a heart attack. So a year on, fellow Hornet never made it home. So rest in peace, sir. Rest in peace. Yeah, don't need to say too much more about that one. So yes, ladies games. Both. I'll tell you, I was actually quite shocked today that both ladies teams were playing.
Yeah,
I think that's the first time I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it was a win for one, a defeat for the other, and it was the ladies' first team that ended up with a defeat in the cup, and it was a harsh one because it was 1-1. There was their final group game of the cup. It finished 1-1. Watford took the lead just before half time. London Bees, who they were playing, levelled up in the second half. But because it's a cup game, they got decided there and then. And apparently, draws don't count in the group, so they went to a penalty shootout.
Oh, that's really strange.
No, it is,
Yeah, exactly. In the Conti Cup, it went to penalties, and unfortunately, the ladies lost out 5-4, which was, I think, a bit of pill to swallow for them. But I don't know if that means. I don't know if that means they're out.
I think they're out. Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit of a bummer. I was going to say we'll get that confirmed. Mr. Walker is watching. Don't know if he will be or not. The man, the myth, the legend. But also on the flip side, though, ladies' development team today, they were playing at where were they? Oh yes, they were at Brighton. They played Brighton, didn't they? At Brighton, or was it a team? Yeah, it was Brighton, wasn't it?
It was Brighton. Yeah, it was Brighton.
They went. The development team went 2-0 down at stage. A mightily good comeback to beat Brighton by 3-2. So,
good news on the ladies' front, isn't it?
Yes, it is very good news. Goals from Hill and Hula. How do you pronounce that
I'm
name?
getting block capitals.
Yeah, I still can't pronounce it.
Afuakwa, I think. She's got a brace.
Afuakwa, right. Afuakwa, congratulations on your 2 goals, darling.
Yeah.
Well done, very well done. So there's some promise. There's some promise coming from the development team, but I'll tell you what, would like Mr. Walker to come back on, because we do need some clarification on what's going to happen with the ladies team for next season.
Well, remember Tuesday we've got our Senior Cup at Kings Langley.
Oh yes, we'll announce that one later on.
Yeah,
we will come back to that one.
Remember that one as well.
Yes, we ain't got football this week, have we?
Not for a while, man.
No, we haven't got one. Yeah. So I'm losing track. So I'm losing my marble. Yeah, till January. Yes. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get my bearings back. Yeah. Watford ladies lineup. The ladies who played against London Bees. The lineup today was Kitchen in goal, Kerr, McCabe, McCarthy, and Jones. Nuttall, the captain. Will, Maple, Bajada, Ward, and Bell were the starting 11 today for the ladies. And the goal scorer. Oh, Bajada scored. Oh, great, from the Nuttall corner. So that was an assist for the captain.
Good goal as well. Saw the replay of it.
Oh, did you?
Goal, yeah.
Ooh, let's try and find. Where was that?
Delivery. It was on Twitter, I think. I think it's all on Twitter.
Do we know, Watford Woody, do we know if that cheating Spurs player has a ban? I'm guessing you're on about Heung-min Son. As far as I know, nothing has been confirmed that he's getting a ban for simulation.
Making a song and dance about it, though.
No, exactly. I was going to say.
They get worse.
I do apologise for that outburst. Hang on, I'm sorry, but it's coming out for the first time in a little while. There we go. It's out, people. He's got a warning for that one.
And Sir Elton was at the ground yesterday.
Yes, Sir Elton was in attendance yesterday. It's a shame that they didn't put the camera on him. You know, to like say.
A day.
Yeah, they did have actually.
But to wait until later.
Yeah, but what I mean is though, during the game, because they've got the big screens, they could have.
Yeah,
they usually do, don't they?
Yeah, they usually do, because I think that would have got us more fired up, because we would have been singing non-stop and waved at him like we did at Garlow the other week. That was quite entertaining as well.
Last time he was there, when the City games.
Yeah, it was.
That's probably why they did.
John Watson did actually mention that on commentary.
He's not as... me and Elton are not Jonas to Watford now, because every time we turn up, we get spanked or lose. Let's actually draw. Points in the bag. On to Boxing Day, that's all I can say now. I can go watch the game of Boxing Day, and now I'm not going to take Jonas.
That's it. I've just seen this comment from Michael. Put Blue Planet on record, mate, and just watch us for a bit.
That is good, though. Blue Planet.
Yeah, Blue Planet. Not Blue Planet. Put it on record.
Pause and unpause.
Yeah, pause and unpause. Yeah, just pause it if you got Sky or something. Right, now we all know this weekend has been the second round of the FA Cup, and I do believe that the draw is taking place tomorrow evening. So, guys and girls, come on, chip in. If you know some results, I don't really know who's gone through and who's gone out.
I know FC Constable from Kenilworth Road have gone through. So
have they? Fantastic. We look forward. Hopefully, we might get them.
Awesome.
That would be a very tasty tie. But who would you guys like to see us get? I think FC Dunstable might win it.
Yes.
I want to see that team from Dunstable get us in the third round. I think.
Yeah, but I actually, a few of us actually was talking about this the other day, and we wouldn't mind actually getting like a lower league opposition, but away. You know, like someone say like Forest Green Rovers, because I think they're still in it.
They play in a tree, don't they?
Yes, they do. So it'd be easy to score.
Just
go the ball don't get stuck.
Oh God! We'll get stuck under a car, so it's going to be all right.
I'd still be offside against them.
They probably would be.
It's the tree, mate. You'd still be static.
Oh, Alan's just popped up with one. Good evening, Mr. Allen. Mr. Lathwell. Bournemouth have been 3-0 at Coventry today. Damn it. I was hoping they might.
Chav Wood. That'd been brilliant if we get Chav Wood in there. That'd been a good game. It
would have been, because I'll tell you what, that would have been a nice little jolly outing, just like half hour down the road.
Cool.
You'd have half of Watford turning up, I think.
Go to the game after, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, good times we went with Emerald to Bournemouth. God, blimey.
I bet there were some fun ones with there. But yeah, guys, like I say, if you know like teams that are still in the cup, please shout them out. Who you like us to face?
I've posted the numbers and an event
Oh,
on
yeah?
the group. Yeah.
That was the one I didn't look at earlier.
Yeah, the event's been posted, guys. Check the numbers. Every single ball number is there. So, if we could be playing that bunch of reject inbreds from up the M1.
Yeah, it's something called Junction 10.
That's how many fingers I got on one hand. So,
yeah, I agree with Mark. Away to any lower league team without putting a weakened team out.
Yeah.
Without putting a weakened
if we play that team from the M1, we put the full side out.
It has to be a full.
Because at least with Millwall, we can live it down a bit. We get beaten by them.
We'll never live it down.
Be like season over.
AFC got through. I didn't realise that. God, I seriously got to get up to date with my football results. So yeah, AFC a trip back down to AFC would be nice because I know some people down at AFC. So
that'd be a good one.
What about the Dino in the wall?
That
is a shocking joke.
Oh dear.
What for Steve? Getting distracted by Robot Wars. Don't worry about Robot Wars. Just stick with us.
It sounds like the FA Cup second round. Though.
It does actually. Oh, wonderful! Oh, cheers, Alan. He's just posted some non-league results which I didn't know about.
Oh, yeah.
Hemel drew 0-0 away at Bath yesterday. That's actually really good for them because I can confirm last season Hemel got their backsides handed to them in a big old way down there. St Albans won 2-1 at Truro. O'Dabby drew 3-3 away at Peterborough Northern start after it. Wow, 3-1 down with 15 to go. That's a fantastic comeback.
Jesus.
That is a brilliant comeback. I'll tell you, that's comeback of the day, I think. But yeah, guys, like I say, if you know who's in the second round draw, have a quick look. If you're not sure, have a quick look at what Paul Pidge has posted, and let us know because I definitely would like a lower league team.
Just for they say easier draw. There's never, you never know.
It's never easier, but it'd just be nice not to face someone other than the likes of Manchester City or Chelsea.
Technically, it's slightly easier the draw because you thought if it was at home and it was a smaller team, you'd hope it would be an easy draw. But then we had Bristol City in the League Cup, so
yeah. Saying that, we had Burton Albion last.
Would you risk that keeper again if you had a lower team? Yes. Would you give him another chance? It's a lower team, still the strongest team. Would you go?
Yeah, I think I would because he needs
game time.
He needs some game time.
Because we said he should have played against Bristol City. In hindsight, he should get him some game time.
I think it would.
Because Gomez is only going to be with us. What's he signed? One more year after this?
Yeah, he's only got one more season. He's only got next season.
We've got to get someone ready for replacing him. Which would be tough.
Sorry, Alan, I got the name wrong. Sorry, sir. Sorry, I got the team that I got. I said it as if it was Abu Dhabi. It's not. I do apologise. I've got that one wrong. I'm having a mare tonight. I really am, guys and girls. I really am having a mare. I don't know what else could possibly go wrong. I know it could be leaving your car lights on your new car and not realising.
Yeah, I can see lights out there, mate. So go on.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I turned them off this time.
You sure?
Yeah, pretty sure. What for Steve? Yeah, so I do believe in that as well, Steve. But I think when it comes to the FA Cup, we've got so many good players. If we're gonna try and keep them all fit and going, I think we're going to have to try and have a cup run. So,
I'd personally rest Richarlison if we got a weaker team. You got.
I think
it could be a risk. Have him on the bench by all means. Something goes wrong, but I think the boy needs a break.
He does.
It's hard at the moment in the Premier League because he's too good to give a rest because we need him. But if it's an easier one in the FA Cup. He won't like it, he'll hate it, but give your legs a rest.
Well, like Michael said, whoever we should get, have to put a full strength side out, like he's in greetings with me. We don't want another Millwall with visitors.
No, of course.
No. And that team that came out against Millwall should have beaten them anyway.
Exactly. I think you know, I think it was Twat's tactics that cost us more than anything.
That was, yeah.
And some shocking play from Ben Watson as well.
Well, you were thinking of going to that game. We were like, thank God we did.
I think we were all going to go.
Yeah,
we were done at one point to go to that one.
Yeah.
In hindsight, it's a wonderful thing. I'm glad we didn't.
Cool.
No, because I would have left well before the end.
I would have done a Newcastle fan and just left at half time.
Yeah.
God.
Exactly. But yeah, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting one tomorrow night with the FA Cup draw.
It's at 7, isn't it? I think.
Program starts at 7. It'll be about 7:15.
BBC Two.
Yeah, BBC Two, guys. Tomorrow night, BBC Two for the draw.
Please.
Yeah, I agree with Paul. Like I said, you know, the strength and depth in our bench.
Well,
you know, we can rotate
don't
in the
forget
cup.
you've got Chalobah to come back, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've got Hughes now to come back. Who
The
else?
ball's got to come back.
Cabal.
Cathcart's got to come back.
Oh,
And the real forgotten man who was in the paper for all the wrong reasons, Mr. Isaac Success.
Yeah.
Because he's apparently according to Marco Silva, he's going to start training this week.
That's encouraging.
So where does everyone fit in?
Good.
Yeah.
So Watford Steve always get nervous watching the draw. Yeah, I got nervous in the past, but not anymore.
No,
Alan. So that's the other thing. What are they going to do in January? Are they going to? Here's one for you guys, because Alan's just perfectly hit this one on the head. Do we recall Zarate in January or not? Because we do have.
No.
Yeah, because we do have an option to get him back in January.
I agree with what Paul just said.
We get Panoranda, no. If we don't get Panoranda, possibly. Alan's got a good point. There's no chances we do record him because it's just been an extra option. Extra attacking option. We go more attacking, we've got more attacking options.
Might need to freshen it up, might we?
Put Watson on the bench, we've got Capu, and then put Zarate in there as well. So we don't need those two centre midfielders. We've got an extra attacking option. So we are chasing the game, we can just lob him on.
Exactly. I'm glad we got Capu, because I wasn't sure if you understood or not.
He's Silver's man, he's better than Zidane, mate.
Oh, you like that little one there, ladies and gentlemen?
We'll probably sign someone all by then, won't we?
January.
We might well have done.
I think we're definitely going to sign at least
Silmani.
one.
Obviously, Silmani will probably sign.
Yeah, I think that one seems to be.
I'm not sure about him. It's because Silver worked with him before, which is a good thing.
But the thing is, though, that story seems to have gathered a little bit of pace in the last few weeks. Now I know we're heading towards January transfer window. We can't shy away from it, but it is a little bit strange how it all went quiet, and now it's.
See, I think
coming back to the surface. I know Slimani's not getting the game.
No.
I think everyone knows that. I don't know if they're doing it just because of that.
He's a bit like a Deeney sort of player. You know, he's strong up top. He can hold it up, can't he?
Yeah.
He's a bit
would you get Aaron Lennon just for 6 months?
I want Gray. We're after Gray.
Damari Gray.
I would love Damari Gray.
If we could get Damari Gray, I'd have Damari Gray.
Yeah.
And then if Carrillo's not showing it, then say goodbye, because if he's not good. I actually do rate Carrillo a lot.
Yeah.
Just last few games he hasn't really showed it, and if we got Damari Gray, the thing is, we got Carrillo on for the loan. So to be honest, rather than get rid of it, just keep him and bring Damari Gray in on the right. Damari Gray, it'd be awesome. With him and Kiko, it'd be awesome.
I think the thing now is that Claude Puel he wants to keep Damari Gray because he's now given the stat for match of the day last night was out of the last 6 games he's played 5. He's played 5 out of 6, and he's starting to motor.
What it cost us, it'd be around 30 million.
Yeah,
I was going to say
good player, but a bit too.
January, you've got the value of the player times 3 usually.
Yeah,
exactly, because then the other club have got to go and spend that to get someone else. But I see your point about Lennon, but I think now Lennon is going to be back in favour with Allardyce. He was given the nod yesterday to start. He seemed to do all
Morales
right.
Then.
Yeah, Morales.
I reckon Morales. Karen Morales would be a good one. So Silmani, get him in for a loan for 6 months, and then see if he starts producing, then buy him in the summer. And we ain't lost anything then. We've got 6 months. We've got another attacker.
Yeah.
He's a striker, or he can play like Gray. He can play, just up. He can play on the wings. He can play like Gray. Similar sort of thing. He plays a central striker, and he can play on the wing. So
he'd just hold it up better than Gray, wouldn't he? Like I said, he's a bit more physical, wouldn't he?
Yeah. With Carrillo, there's no competition to fight that spot for me.
Could be right.
Yeah. We'll get to righty back then. Do what Alan said.
Yeah. I like what Paul's also said about how the way the Pozzos work. January's deals will be well down the road. They'll be looking towards next summer already. Especially with the World Cup coming up. There's players that we know that are going to be there that we want to sign. Try and sign them ASAP before the World Cup starts.
Not just to get the agreements in January and get signed properly. And think,
but you know what everyone says though. If they have a good World Cup, it boosts their value by about another 7-8 million.
Yeah, so we can get them before the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like you said, having a good thing. Bang. And we said, okay, if you want this player, okay, give us 40 million then.
Yeah, that's right.
Drinkwater, like keeps going about Drinkwater, he's not a crap player, but if Drinkwater can be a reserve player, he's basically the Steve Sidwell of Chelsea now. Yeah. He's the Steve Sidwell now.
He played yesterday.
Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah. But if he's worth 35 million,
exactly.
What was Richarlison? And Chelsea's 50 million already now. 40-50.
Exactly. Stuart's just put a great point in. I think we've probably already spoken about this in previous podcasts, but we'll do it again. How do we see and rate Andre Gray?
I do rate him. I think he's a very good player. He just needs to practice his shooting. And to be honest, I think he's been very unlucky not to have more goals. I keep saying to Paul, I love the way he plays on the line. On that back foot. Against Newcastle, it worked, didn't he? He did score one, but he should have had 3. It worked many times where he got the offside trap right. But he's got 2 things to work on: his shooting and definitely his touch. Because the amount of times we had good play. Easy pass and he comes off his foot. Out of 10, I'll give him a 7. I'd say 7.5.
The last, I'll go 7.5. I backed him the whole season. I've been slaughtered about it. I've said about this. I'm not going to keep barking on about it. And the only time I've really knocked the guy is Man United. He was out of his depth against United. He just didn't look right. It was a Deeney game all day long. It looked like a Deeney game. Apart from that, like 7.5. And his work rate keeps him in favour with me personally. He does his shift. He doesn't play great every game. But he puts in a shift, and the goals will come. And I like Surency was scoring a hat-trick against Burnley. Will do me just fine. But I do laugh. It's not, people criticise him and not necessarily haters. They've just got an opinion. They don't rate him. And you've got an argument for both sides. Exactly. I defend him for his work rate, but I could also turn around and say, I don't rate the guy because he's not scoring.
Exactly.
And they're absolutely right in their criticism. But then you've got people that, like say, I'm on the pro Gray side at the moment, says, like say, once again about his work rate. You've got that opinion as well about him, where you can understand that side, where people will back him because they see him trying to work, like say, over impressed, like you guys said. He tries too much. That's what, like I say, we keep saying this. That is his problem. He keeps trying too much. He's just got to calm down and not mix. I think it was Nick, wasn't it?
I think it was.
He's just got to calm down.
Yeah, I think it was.
Just play his own game. He knows he's good. He's not short on confidence. Play his game, and it will come good. And like I say, if Suren's prophecy is true and he scores a hat-trick against Burnley,
he'll be a cold
coming though.
Yes.
I think you're right. He should start against Burnley, former club. Well up for that one. There's no team talk you need to give him there. He'll want to shut him up, won't he? Because they're going to give him stick, I reckon. Yeah, love it.
So Scott Spurs are trying to get hold of us right now, but we're a little bit busy.
We told him no.
It could be Adam Leventhal, you never know.
Aidan said, you heard my opinion on WD18. Yes, Aidan, you were very good. And Lord Suren was. And that young man was on as well.
Yes, I was on. I made my debut. Thank you to the WD18
with his mate getting involved and Moobs give him a little glare or so.
There was a little angry exchange at work today over that.
Guys, just remember, WD18 go on Facebook, go on Twitter, like, share, and subscribe on their videos. They do the previews, they do the lineups, they do like FIFA rankings, they do post-match interviews, the lot. We've managed to whore ourselves on it enough time.
Yeah, as I got on for the first time.
We're in constant dialogue with the guys. Just like, share, and subscribe YouTube alongside Paul Muzzy. He's got his vlog from yesterday. Vlog, he does non-league ones. He does video diaries. We've already had him on the show. We'll try and get him back on as well to talk about the latest ones. We'll get him next year. See if we can get him in, talk about more of the podcast. Once again, YouTube, and he's on Facebook. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll post all the links up to his vlogs. So even if you don't like, share, and subscribe, you can just click on them and watch him. They're good laughs. So,
Exactly. Well done on the plugs there. But no, but my thing with Andre Gray, I like him, but I agree with what you boys have said. He just, if he just took a step back, it might help him. But he will. I still believe he really will come good.
Yeah. There's no amount of time. You've got to get those positions to miss when people say there's shocking misses. And I said that, especially with Newcastle being an exception. But you've got to be in those positions to miss them.
Exactly.
The other side of the coin. You've got to be in there. So
Yeah.
I credit to him for getting in positions. He's just got to finish them.
Yeah. And he was desperately unlucky yesterday when he come on against Spurs. Like I say, if that ball, if Vertonghen's leg had just probably 1 tiny step further back, he gets it and smashes it in the back of the net. So, or maybe gone into Rosette of the Rookery, who knows?
Got that general direction, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like what Michael says here about Richarlison. He does, and I've been saying this as well. The boy is going to need a break soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem is, how can you can't rest him against Burnley? They're going to be a tough opposition, very tough to beat. Because personally, I reckon they're better defensive than us.
So
but
we're better.
We're a better attack.
Playing in the FA Cup.
That's what I want.
You take it. Yeah, take him out. I would. I think that's the only way he is going to get a rest.
Yeah.
Until the end of the season.
Play Pereira in his place.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or you could shun Carrillo out if you wanted to.
Put Gray on the wing.
Or put Gray on the ring, or switch the formation completely.
No, he might do.
Yeah, he might have another experiment.
We tried to, haven't we? We tried, like me and you said to the WD18 boys, that we're a big fan, so were they. We're a big fan of the 4 at the back.
Yeah.
He's experimenting with the 3, and it's not looking as shabby as we first thought.
No. Last season when we played 3 at the back, we got absolutely ripped to shreds.
I think there was arrogance after it. It was this all Lord Mayor show rubbish. I can't stand that phrase because, if you're a professional team, you need to, concentrate game at a time. The cliche of game at a time. You've won the first game. Your toe should be up after beating United, and we turned up there with arrogance. I don't think they were arrogant, but it looked arrogant. The way we turned up and said, right, we're going to turn up. It's only Burnley. We should just nick this and then go home. Yeah. And they played their game and beat us. I don't think we'll have that game again. But
we got humiliated against them. I was going to say a few of the lads have just posted if you haven't just seen what's just happened on the X Factor. I know I don't particularly watch it, but I remember on Tuesday when at half time against Manchester United, a boy band called Raksoof and Watford were on, and they sung at half time, "They have just won the X Factor." So the boy band from Watford have just won the X Factor.
And a load of Watford fans.
Harry the Hornet was there last night as well, which was brilliant. I think that's probably what shot the ratings up.
I don't like X Factor, but well done.
Yeah, well done. We do applaud the lads, so well done. Well done to all of them.
Brilliant.
And also, just on the subject of well done, I need to find out the guy's name because I didn't catch it. But on Friday night, there was a young boxer from Watford.
Yes. Won the British title.
He won the British title, and he is a die-hard Watford fan because he has the badge on his shorts. So well done to him.
Good.
Fantastic. And looks like the new year he's got a elimination match for a shot at the world title.
I will see if Ferret, aka Stuart Howell, because he's a big boxing sort of promoter thing.
Yeah.
I will see if I can get him on here. So when it's near enough this lad's fight, we'll get him on to chat a little bit about it in between because he's a Watford fan as well. and he'll be able to shed more light on it because he will be very knowledgeable of this current situation with him. I bet I think Stuart is absolutely delighted. I think, and he's very close to the scene, and I think he's I believe he's a promoter.
I think he is anyway. He does well.
He's got his own promotion and everything, so we'll get him on as well. And near enough when this lad has another fight, we get him to chat about him and see if we can get him on the spotlight as well, because that's brilliant. Well done.
So yes, well done to him, well done to the boys as well. Yes, Watford being represented left, right, and centre. Yes, we certainly are.
Yeah,
we are on the map in a big old way now. Next couple of games, as we all know, we've been talking about it. Yeah. We are on the road against Burnley, and then we come back to the Vic for the entertainment of Huddersfield. Now, how many points do you reckon we can get, guys? I'm going to throw this one out to you guys. How many points can we get in the next 2 games? Burnley and Huddersfield.
I'll put that up.
Shout it in. Shout it in now. I'd go with maximum or 4.
Minimum 4.
Minimum 4, maximum 6.
6.
Yeah.
I'm positive. I'm going to stay positive. So I thought that was a very good point against a very good Spurs team. 10 men or not.
Yes, the England manager is from Watford, Alan, but he doesn't seem to want to pick Tom Cleverley or anyone else, come to think of it.
He's a yes man.
Well, he was going to pick Chalobah.
He was going to pick Chalobah.
It's a shame, man.
I still think all 3 are going to make it. I would let's rephrase that. I would like all 3 to go make it. I reckon 2 will.
I reckon Chalobah would.
Chalobah and Will Hughes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm just going
as well.
Because Paul's just messaged, we've got Palace away in between.
On to Tuesday.
Yeah, we have. He's right. He's right. Yeah.
So we go Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday.
Yeah.
The next 3 games.
Next 3. Right. Next 3. How many points do we get? Cheers, Paul, for clearing that one up. Somebody didn't write it on this bit of paper again.
Yeah. I did the last time and you didn't see the notes, did you?
Yeah, I didn't see the notes. I completely forgot to look at them. This time I looked at them.
7 points.
I'm going to go 9, so 7's probably right. I'll take 7 any day.
Yeah,
Paulus has put
Paul's
that
going
well.
7. I'll go with 7 as well.
9, I'll change it.
The Pauls go for 7.
No, I'll go with 7. Moobs says 7. So
a big fat 6.
That's a big. Well, every game's big, but then I think the next 7 games are big.
Well, Aidan says every Premier League game's a fight, really.
Oh God.
It is because
one minute fight.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, 1 minute you can be in the top half, pushing towards it. You lose 2. You end up losing 2 in a row or something. You plummet straight back down.
Well, look where Everton are. They're 10th.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, they're 10th.
They've won 2 games. Really does a Beckham, and I think they won 2-0.
Yeah, they won 2-0 yesterday.
Burnley.
Allardyce, who's my saviour now, because it means that Silver ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but
until the end of the season.
Yeah, but have you not seen the length of contracts Sam Allardyce got?
18 months.
18 months. It's very convenient that the Silver only got 2 years.
Yeah, well, let's climb that. Let's
enjoy this
cross
season
that bridge when we
get there. We'll get there.
Let's enjoy the next 2 seasons. Let's at least enjoy the next 2 seasons. By then, they've probably got Pardew, so we can all laugh at their general direction and wait.
Exactly. Yes, we can.
When they get Pardew, when he gets sacked at West Brom.
James Marshall says 7 points. Draw against Burnley, win Huddersfield and Palace.
Yeah.
And he's also at the Huddersfield game. That's fantastic because I'm not going to be there because I've bowed out now till the end of the month, which I'm.
Thank you very much for offering your ticket.
Yeah.
But I've got my boys' party, and I'm sorry, but I can't make it. The family comes first, I'm afraid. But I will be wearing my 1881 T-shirt at the party. So.
And you'll have a Watford shirt on. Probably.
He'll be having a Watford shirt on as well at the party.
I'm gutted due to work commitments. I have to.
Well, you got to work now, man, boy.
I have to take a back seat, and also I can confirm next Sunday. Hang on a second. What's the date next Sunday?
It's the Sunday.
3rd today, isn't it?
It's the Thursday, right? The 10th, right? Next Sunday could be my last podcast of the year.
Oh,
because of my work commitments.
Oh God, pathetic.
Jesus.
Rip his contract up.
Well, what we're doing then, if your thing, we'll get Duncan on, unless you say otherwise. Duncan is our full-time guest, unless we get other guests. So, guys, just remember, get on if you want to come on from next Sunday onwards. If this is his last one, message us because we will get you on. So message us if you want, or speak to Surin or Suren.
Yes,
Suren.
You'll offer free lifts.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah, because, you know, the Brighton game and the Swansea game are both like, it's Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
Yeah, well,
Christmas
23rd was Saturday the 23rd.
Yeah, 23rd, but if you do the review on the Sunday, it's Christmas Eve, isn't it? So, and then if you do the following week, you've then got the 30th, followed by New Year's Eve on the 31st. So
what we're going to do is
we'll have to shunt it. We will be shunting it around.
We'll do 23rd. We'll do Brighton's away. We'll come up with a plan.
Yeah, we'll come up with a plan.
We'll love it when a plan comes together. So we'll sort of
I love this. What was Steve? Who's going to tell me? Steve, I'm leaving that down to you, mate. You can go and tell him. Unless I see him first, you can go and tell him. Go and tell him.
Don't tell him hi, Milkman, because he don't turn up.
I bet he doesn't.
No, not anymore. Not since Dino's been
here. Yes, I agree with Paul. Europe is quite possibly
it's
possible.
There, mate. It's there.
Yeah, we could have been 4th or 5th right now.
Well, look at the table. It's only Burnley ahead of us, and then it's all the top teams.
Yeah, then it's the big guns.
Close.
All the top teams and Liverpool.
And Liverpool, yes. Got to get that one right. Yeah. Yes, Aidan. I was going to say, Aidan. I really do. I think your little brother does enjoy the Huddersfield game because it's his first game ever. So I really hope he has a great day out. I won't be there to.
I'll tell you what. I do laugh at these people. We've actually got more Premier League winners in our squad than Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. No one can say a damn thing. No one. I said to a couple of our mates, I said, count how many Premier League winners you got in your squad and how many Premier League winners you got in ours, boys.
That's funny.
Oh, that's class. I love it. I love that. That's fantastic.
Christmas Day podcast. Oh, God, that's a thought, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Steve, if that happens, we're going to have to get some serious permission off people. I'm going to have to get permission off my family to leave because that's going to be impossible.
Christmas Eve one is doable.
Yeah, Christmas Eve one is doable.
But it could be probably a 7 o'clocker.
It would have to be early because someone, not mentioning any names, could be in the pub. Oh, that'd be me.
Having some grub.
Yeah. Yes. I won't be eating. I'll just be drinking. So
it might be possible.
It might be.
At a later date.
Jesus Christ! You imagine a person who can't defend free kicks and a drunk man.
I'll be drunk and all. I'm going to the pub.
A drunk free kick man. Just a drunk man.
I'm in the pub day before, and I'll be in pub Christmas Eve. And I will be drunk.
You're over here now.
God, we might be drunk, Moobs.
We'll be staggering everywhere.
Yeah. Well, that Ribena going to flow on Christmas Eve for you two, isn't it?
My work's due the day before, so I'll pay for everything.
You might have a drink as well.
Yeah. Right. Well, I do believe we are putting the right midfielder on the worst 11 to a public vote.
Because Rod Thomas.
I think we're going to have to either that or we're going to scramble back through and try and work it out.
Oh, I'm going to look. If we haven't, Rod Thomas is winning by 1.
If Rod Thomas is winning by 1, he's going to get it. If not, this is going to go straight out. It's going to go out to a.
We've got 5 minutes to go. Let's get your worst ones in because I've got Rod Thomas.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So worst right midfield. You've got 5 minutes left, guys. Who's winning it? Is it Rod Thomas?
I think it's 3-2 Rod Thomas to. Right. Who else did we have? Nordin Vuta. Vuta's 1 down. Mick Quinn's got 2 now.
Ooh.
He's a forward, but we've got to put him in. Get Mick Quinn on the right wing.
Ramage had 1.
Ramage is a midfielder. Yeah. I'm not having that at all. I'm not having him as a right midfielder. That God was a midfielder.
Oh, I like this from Aidan. Did you say? Did you get drunk on Christmas? Reply: No, I stayed drunk on Christmas. Which one of us said that?
Has someone just put Thomas just come in?
Rod Thomas.
Yeah, Mark's gone for Rod Thomas. Yeah. Paul, Rod Thomas, and I think Rod Thomas just won it.
What do we think the Burnley score is going to be before we go?
Well, I predicted on WD18 on there in the interview last night. I said 2-1.
I said 1-0. I actually went for a 1-0 this time. Really?
Yes, he didn't want to sit on the
fence.
I'll
be positive. I agree with your 1, Moobs. 2-1.
I'm going a bit Spanish with 1-0.
I reckon Gray will get 1 if he starts.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll.
great. I like Siren's hat trick.
Oh, I
shout
love
out.
that.
Yeah, if he gets a hat trick, Surin, I think he will be classified as God for doing it.
Yeah.
That will be a tough game. Well, every game's tough, but Burnley, like I said, I think they're a better defensive team than us. But going forward, we're a lot better.
They're set up not to lose, but they know how to pass it, don't they?
But Burnley have one of the best defensive records in the Premier this season.
I think they got the best defensive record. Well,
have they? Cool.
Or second? Is it second best?
Looking at speaking who's top, it might be second because I think City have got a better defensive record. Mind you saying that, they did concede a goal to West Ham today.
Brady might be injured, mate. He picked up
Robbie Brady.
That's injured. Not serious, but just
well, he was stretchered off. So
yeah.
Mind you, that I'll tell you what is a novelty one for you guys to have a laugh at. Yesterday, I think it was a Swansea player got stretchered off at Stoke. Instead of just picking him up and lifting him off on a stretcher, they actually put him on something that looked more like a wheelbarrow. And escorted him off the pitch.
Let's be fair, it was from B&Q.
Yeah.
You can do it when you're B&Q, can't you? So, you know.
Even that we popped in home base.
Burnley got awesome keeper. What's his name? Pope, is it?
Pope. They've got the Pope.
Yeah,
you can't shoot the Pope though, can you?
Yeah, I was going to say, the one thing about Burnley's standing keeper at the minute, he was, a little while ago, was on Charlton's books, was first at Ipswich Town, then went to Charlton, and then after he got released, he went straight back to non-league football, had an absolute blinder, and got signed up by Burnley.
He does look good.
He's honestly, he's on par with Heaton.
He is
at the moment.
Yeah, he's keeping
Heaton's got. But the thing is, it's probably a good thing with Burnley saying, well, fair enough, we can let Heaton rest for a bit longer.
Yeah.
And then keep poping, because they're not like we said, we're a bit wobbly with Kinesis. And oh God, let's get Gomez back quickly. They've got Pope. I'll tell you what, Pope goes out of favour again. Why don't we try and get him in the summer?
What about Heaton?
Yeah.
How old's Heaton now?
Heaton's still young.
It's because we probably
had
25.
Gomez.
Well, Gomez is another year.
Yeah.
I'd have Pope for his.
Yeah, but if we can't, he's young, isn't he? The chances are Heaton, really.
Yeah.
Ray Cook, my ladder gets everywhere. Was that were they using that yesterday? It wouldn't surprise me if it was. But if they
didn't use it for Liverpool Brighton, did you see it?
Shocking. It was. I did see that goal as well. The free kick. It was good to see you taught them how to defend free kicks yesterday.
Yeah, they learned off me, Brighton.
I was thinking on Tuesday, guys, Dino in that free kick wall, and Youngie scored that. I said, no, it's just a good free kick.
Yeah,
it wouldn't matter.
Actually, you just mentioned Tuesday. We said we were going to come back to this. Guys, this Tuesday, it is Hearts Senior Cup. Kings Langley versus the Golden Boys. It is down at Kings Langley's ground. Not sure about the time. It'll either be a 7:30 or a 8:45 kickoff. I think it's maybe more 8:15. So if you're about, get down there because I'm not sure what type of team the Golden Boys will send over.
It's
but
£5, £5-6
Yeah, it'd be about £5 or £6 to get in, and should be a good.
It's £5. Yeah, it's a £5.
It's a £5 to get in on Tuesday. Aidan just put. Think Cabaselli has the ladder the way he got up. Like that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, Cookie's lying then, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because obviously Cabaselli had it. So
unless he's hired out too, he could have hired out too.
We could just bring one on Tuesday for our senior cup. We'll be all right.
Exactly.
Just don't let Cleverly mark any tall Germans.
I don't think Cleverly will be playing on Tuesday.
No, that's a relief. Then.
I think Tuesday's game there could be quite a few of the kids playing.
Slight under 23 theme to proceedings, I think.
And maybe one or two.
Even a clacker might get a game for that one.
Do you know something? That wouldn't actually surprise me.
Why don't we just
some frustration out?
Because he probably scored some goals and all.
Yeah, so like I say, guys, you can get down there this Tuesday. About £5 to get in, and as far it'd be either 7:30 or 7:45 kickoff.
Can we just say we both watched Mr. G's Retro Rewind today?
Brilliant.
I didn't get a chance to tune in.
It was serious tunage going on, Mr. G. So 5 o'clock, guys, every Sunday.
Yeah, before us.
Before us, and he does give us a good shout out. So we always have to make sure we shout out Mr. G's Retro Rewind. It's on our suggested sites. Go on his Facebook group. Join it every Sunday, 5 o'clock, 80s and 90s. So You know, and just before you do your usual wrap up, check out Watford Steve's shop for all this Christmas ideas. Some of them are absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I know a few of the guys who watch it here are, you know, have bought some stuff. I know Cookie said something. I think a few others have had. He was even selling them on the on the chat. You're more than welcome. Go on go on our forum, and he shares all his ideas and all the stuff that he's selling. Pretty decent Christmas jumpers as well. I think you'll probably get one, won't you? And,
I probably would if I can.
Go to watfordsteve.bigcartel.com and check out Watford Steve's gifts and everything. So,
fantastic, yeah. Do check that out, guys, because he's done a cracking job on it. I'll tell you what, there's plenty of jokes going on about this ladder now.
Yeah.
We've got Razor's chips in a step for mankind, and Aidan just replied one giant leap for Capitelli.
I think the time has come, mate.
Yes, I think, and the ones Jeremy Clarkson once said, and on that bombshell, which is a bombshell. Guys, I just want to say a massive thank you to Dino and to Paul tonight. It's been fantastic. You know, we love doing this, and this week we've had so many new members. Honestly, you guys are starting to put the word out, and it is brilliant, boys and girls. But I'll tell you what, unfortunately, I'm still not happy. I'm still not happy. It takes a lot to make me happy. But guys, honestly, please just keep telling everyone you see. Tell all the Watford fans. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, tell everybody you see that's a Watford fan to get over to the page and sign up. Because, like I say, the three of us here, we love doing this. We love interacting with you guys. And then when we see you all at the games as well, it's even better. So please, please, please keep telling your family and friends, and the milkman, and the man from Amazon who might be delivering, you know, a parcel for you. You know, parcel falls, Royal Mail, you know, any one of them. Just tell them about it, and hopefully get a few more this week.
Yeah.
So I can't really put it better than that.
Yeah.
I cannot put it better than that. I don't think, but I can try. So unfortunately, it's good night from him.
It's good night from him.
And it's good night from him. Guys, have a fantastic week, and we'll see you again soon.
Cheers.
Take care.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
What's happened here?
And you've got to move it over there. Click that. And then click this.
There we go. Did it work? Yes!
So was Kevin.
Yeah.